Hello, my name is Monique Papineau.
And I'm Alexis Toes.
And we are with FVREB in Abbotsford.
And welcome to our October 2022 market update video, where we will be talking about September numbers.
September, that's right. Let's start off. What is we always talk about our graph.
Right. So the sales to active listing ratio this month is 15%, which is right smack dab in the middle of a balanced market.
Yeah.
So
that's that little blue bar you're seeing across. It is, you can see where the very tip is when we were in that really crazy market. So it's nice to be in that blue bar.
Yeah.
That's where it's safe.
And that's showing us that the market is stabilizing.
Yes.
Which is very nice to see.
So let's talk a little bit about numbers now.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, so as we know, last year there was not a lot of inventory.
No.
Everything was selling, which obviously made the prices on
skyrocket.
Everything got inflated.
Yes, and especially detached homes.
Yes,
the prices got overinflated.
Yep,
and that was probably due to a lot of factors, but mostly I think a lot of people were affected by COVID and working from home, and so they wanted to find something bigger, a detached home. Yep. Now that's not necessarily the case anymore. And we're seeing prices drop and we're seeing sales drop.
Yes.
We're also seeing listings rise. And let's keep in mind, prospectively, it's not a bad thing.
No.
It's just adjusting. The market is adjusting right now to something a little bit more balanced and something a little bit more fair to everybody.
Which is what most people wanted to happen, unless you were a seller.
Yeah.
And only a seller.
That's right, because you still have to buy, and buying and selling 2 years ago was not fun.
No. Now it's a little bit more relaxed. You can list your home, sit back, and start the search.
Yes, which is really nice. We enjoy it too. We're very welcoming to this more balanced market. We like it.
Yes.
Townhouses though.
Townhouses
are seeing.
I feel like we keep on saying townhouses are so hot.
It is so hot right now. And we see it in the numbers. We're seeing an increase in sales. We're seeing
63% increase in
that's
sales,
right.
by the way.
Yeah. And we're seeing a decrease in new listings and active listings, which means inventory is getting lower.
Yep.
Prices are up.
5.1%.
Yeah. So
increase from last month.
So you can see that townhouses are quite popular still.
Yeah.
And we think that's because townhouse prices and condo prices too have not overinflated as much as detached homes. We're going to show you a nice little graph up here to kind of give you a visual on pricing and prices that happened in the last little while.
Absolutely. So you're going to see there's a red, green, and a purpley blue. They were all following each other along nicely. And then 2015 hit and houses took off. And
on their own.
I mean, everything was going upwards, but houses really climbed that hill.
That's right.
And then they all kind of balanced at the same time when they all started to climb yet again, which is normal. Houses, again, were overachievers, and they really just bolted up the mountain.
Yes. So it makes sense now that prices would plummet more than strata properties, so townhouses or condos. But what we're trying to say is it's nothing to fear. No. It's just the market correcting itself.
That is...
Yes, and a number of people would say, but what about interest rates? Is that playing a part in this? And absolutely it is.
Yeah.
Not necessarily something that you should be concerned about if you're looking to finance a detached home. We have some numbers available for you. They're very general, so
we left them general on purpose.
So definitely talk to a specialist. Contact us if you have any questions specifically about your situation. But it's interesting to see what your monthly mortgage payment would be now compared to earlier this year, where interest rates were lower, but prices were a lot higher. Yeah. So you'll see that it's actually in your best interest to purchase now at a lower price, but a higher interest rate.
And then when you go to renew in a few years, we're hoping the numbers come back down.
Yes.
Again, can't tell. So we're just going to throw some numbers at you just to give you an idea of what we were talking about. In March 2022, the average purchase price was $1.5 million. That means that with a 20% down, you were looking at $306,000, a little over that, which meant that your monthly mortgage payment was $5,356. Now in September, with our increased rates, the average purchase price for a detached home is $1.1 million. Again, your 20% down would now only be $221,000, but your average monthly mortgage payment is $4,981. So it's not a very big jump, but I mean, that's $400 a month.
Yeah.
And
that you'd be saving.
You would be saving
by buying now.
By buying now versus having purchased in March.
That's right.
Which feels like a crazy thing to say, because when interest rates go up, you assume that you're automatically now going to be spending more money. But we're seeing the inflated house prices dropping.
That's right.
And so it is really helping buyers.
Yeah. So strata properties are not quite there yet.
No.
Their prices weren't so inflated, so their mortgage payments are still going to be a little bit higher if you buy now. But you know, if there's still other reasons why to buy now, and we won't get into it in the video, but if you want to talk to us about it, definitely give us a call. But what we're trying to say is that it's not all doom and gloom right now.
No, everyone sees the interest rates rising. I know that the media really likes to make it seem really big and scary, and that you should just sit where you are. But the truth is that if you purchase and you are making your monthly mortgage payments, you are still going to be further ahead than if you are renting, because then you're not going to see any of that money come back and help you.
Yeah. And there's also other options for mortgage terms. So, you know, even though the mortgage rates are a little bit higher right now, maybe you can choose a shorter term, like 1 year or 2 year, and then most likely interest rates will go down again. Obviously, we can't predict the future, but you know, historically, this is what's happened. And so then in 2 years' time, when you go to refinance, you might be able to refinance at a lower rate then, but then you'll have the house that you want already and for at a lower price.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So something to think about for sure.
Just things to think about. If you do want any questions specifically pertaining to you answered, then certainly don't hesitate to reach out. If a phone call is too much, we love to go out for coffee and just chat.
Or just text.
Yeah, you can text us, you can message us. We love to hear from you, and we love to have our brains picked, because there's always that one question that we don't know the answer to, and we have to go figure it out. So we love to hear what you have to say. Please continue to watch our videos, share them with your friends, and give us a like and subscribe if you haven't.
Thank you.
All right, bye.